Just 1 minute about 9altitudes. So we're a group active in Europe. So we're represented in Denmark, France, Belgium, the Netherlands and Slovenia. And we do end-to-end projects based on the Dynamics platform from Microsoft in specific sectors. So we're mostly represented in manufacturing, services and wholesales and distributions. And what I want to talk to you about today is our document management solution, which is partially an own IP product that we've developed, but which is nicely integrated with the dox42 solution. And because when we're talking about document management, we often talk about document creation as well. So that's why this is a very good match. First, on the document management part. So what we offer as a document management platform is a solution that integrates all kinds of documents flow that go around in an organization. And that could be documents coming in from the outside world, for example, purchase invoices, which are scanned with tools such as Kofax, the Microsoft Power Platform, by using AI Builder and stuff like that. But also, and that's what the focus of today is, of course, is creating documents. Creating documents in your ERP system, in your CRM system. And Microsoft has some standard solutions for that as well. But I'll briefly dive into that later. It's not always sufficient for the use cases and the problems that our customers are facing. So that's why we are having this partnerships with dox42 as well for part of our document management solution. Just briefly as well, the other components in our solution, we're at the Collaboration Summit, so of course Teams integration, SharePoint integration, and you can't have a document management system in the Microsoft ecosystem without having a good integration in Teams and SharePoint as well. So that is also a big part of our solution. And then by using the power of the Power Platform, we can extend this because, of course, most documents go around in the business systems of our customers, but it's always necessary to have some ad hoc use cases, some specific things that we can't solve with the business system, though that's what we use the Power Platform for. And our solution tries to bring all of that together, so to have one platform, one single access point that combines documents that are coming from the outside with the input that are generated from within the business system, invoices, order confirmations, sales quotes and stuff like that. Documents that you are working on, so we're working on an Excel, on a PowerPoint, collaborating on it. And finally, documents that go into specific use cases. We bring everything together so that the user can ask our system, give me the document that is relevant for what I'm doing today. And that's what we try to solve. That's a little bit of background. Yeah, just some screenshots of the different integrations. So we use both our system and the dox42 system on the wide Dynamics platform. So that means sales, of course, Dynamics 365 sales, but mostly finance and supply chain management, but also Business Central we're looking into. So we have integrations with all these business systems. Okay, going more into the upper right part of the solution, so output management. What is it actually that we're doing together with dox42? Like I said, when we're talking with our customers, they often say, okay, Microsoft has typically solutions such as SSRS, business documents, or other ways of creating your documents using Word add-ins and stuff like that. But okay, these are mostly limited. And if you want to take it to the next level with your document creation, you need something else. That's one of the advantages that the dox42 solution gives in combination with our portfolio. Another thing that is really important for us is it's not only fixed to one single part of the Dynamics stack. And we have customers that still work on older versions of the ERP, such as AX and Navision. We have customers that are using finance and operations, but we also have customers that use both. They have a CE system, they have a financial system, and you need documents or you need data coming from both of these systems to create a nice document. And that's an advantage that we have and that you don't have that easy with the standard Microsoft stack. That's what I'm saying where with including data from multiple sources. Another advantage is, okay, mostly you're creating your documents in Word as a designer, which is a user-friendly way of starting to work with documents, because if you're working with external designers or stuff like that, there's always a steep learning curve. If you're using an add-in for Word, you can get right into it and you can learn yourself by using the standard functionality of Word. We can do that together with dox42, both in Word, Excel and PowerPoint. which is something that not the standard Microsoft stack offers. And mostly they focus on Word, also Excel with business documents, but PowerPoint is not that well presented. We also position dox42 in the case that customers want more complex layouts, right? Because again, SSRS or business documents in combination with finance and supply chain management is basically it's a good tool if you just do the bare minimum. You can generate an invoice, you can generate a packing slip, but if you want to take it a little bit more, if your marketing wants to be involved and they want to create nice layouts, they want some images, some dynamic content in the document, it gets a lot more complex. And with the standard Microsoft solutions, you usually need more technical profiles to get it done. Again, with the solution here, that is something that we can put in the hands of someone from marketing, more a functional user, to get working. This I already mentioned, so user-friendly and low learning curve, and also important, one tool for your document design. If you have different business systems, you don't want to learn, or you don't want your key users to learn all the different tools in the different business applications. No, you want them to know one tool. And again, that's an advantage that we can offer with this. These are just some examples that we've made together with our customer, Acoustics. Acoustics is a customer in France who's actually manufacturing big speakers for events such as Tomorrowland and stuff like that, and other big conferences. So they're quite a well-known and a quality provider for speakers. And we've proposed there the dox42 solution together with our document management system, and they're actually building these layouts themselves. So we gave them a short training, we've given them some examples, and with that they can now build their own designs in Word using the dox42 add-in. So that's quite easy for us. We learn them the tool and they're quite self-sufficient. It's not always the case. We have customer projects who want to do everything themselves, and we have customer projects where we do everything. But at least they have the option to do this. And on the next slide, this is just an example of the template that you just saw, how it is generated and how it's rolling out of their ERP system. They're using this to generate invoices and sales quotations, I think, at the moment. But they can take it a lot further. Any document that they can think of generating in their ERP system, they can cover with this tool. Okay. And then maybe to close off, let me just put it on screen so I don't have to walk to the computer every time. Some of the advantage of the combination of the tool of dox42 with our own solution is that we've integrated it seamlessly with Dynamics 365 Finance and Supply Chain, which means that from a user point of view, when he's working in the ERP system, he doesn't even know that he's using our system or the dox42 system. He's just generating documents. An accountant, he wants to generate the invoices. And he doesn't want to think, okay, it's this kind of solution, I need to click there. No, he just generates it with the same functionality that he knows in the finance and supply chain system. And it's our integration together with dox42 that picks up what he's doing, generates the data, sends it to the design of dox42, and sends back the result to the end user. Another advantage of this approach is that if an existing customer is already using finance and supply chain management, is that he doesn't need to redo everything. Because if you talk with some of our customers in F&O, they spend quite a lot of investment in creating what they call the data provider, so the underlying combination of data from the different tables that you need to create a document. So they don't want to redo that investment. And with our integration, we just use what they have already done. We export it via XML and send it to dox42 online, get the result back, and put it, depending on the needs of the customer, in some way of export. For example, sending an email, sending it to our archive, printing it, and stuff like that. Some advantages that I've listed there, I won't go through everything, but okay, we've extended it a little bit to make it easier for users to define the file name. If you want to send out an email with your document, of course you want to user-friendly. You don't want a timestamp, some kind of internal code for the document. You want a nice name with the name of the customer or the number of the invoice on it. So that is something that we've made configurable. Same goes for email templates. So you want to accompany your document with a nice email template so that it is understandable for your end users. And then finally, which is also an important part of the integration between our document management solution and dox42, is the fact that we can distribute the documents with other existing information. For example, if you have sales conditions, or you're sending out a sales invoice and you want the order confirmation to be attached with it, those documents will already reside in our DMS system, and then we can choose, okay, the newly generated document from dox42, send along the history and the confirmation or the conditions before sending it out to the customer. These are just some screenshots of the setup that we've made in finance and operations. So again, for the people who know Dynamics, this is really integrated into the solution. So users don't realize they're actually working with another system. And then finally, like I already said, the end result, for us it's very important that what dox42 is generating, that it is actually inserted in our document archive as well. Because if you're in a classic ERP system and you generate your documents time and time again, it will regenerate it. And if your template has been modified in the meantime, okay, you get actually a new document. So from a legal point of view, that's not correct. So you need to store the document as it was generated at the moment it was firstly generated. And then we insert it in our archive, and then we make sure that we can always present it like you see here. A customer is working in his ERP system. He's asking the system, give me all the documents related to that order transaction, and then it gets a view on it. And does he want to do that on the order, on the customer, on the project? It doesn't matter. We make sure that we always show him the document that was generated by dox42 at the right time. Voila, that's basically shortly what I wanted to explain to you. I hope it was interesting, and if there are any questions, feel free.